Success takes failure. Failure breeds success. Learn how to fail and fail forward, as you said earlier. And if you fail forward every single time and you keep getting up, you will live a fulfilled life. I was running a contest. Where was I?
You're Turkey.
I was in Turkey. I was in Istanbul.
You were in Turkey.
I was in Istanbul. That's right. I landed in Istanbul and I ran a post.
You did. You were on the plane.
Was I?
You were on the plane, and you said, when I land, I'm going to go through these questions, and whoever has the best question,
Let me see.
Down.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the post.
Yeah, there it
You
is.
have 11 hours to drop your questions. I go live at 10 a.m. EST on Black Friday, 11/29. The person with the most thought-provoking question gets an invite to my podcast, followed by dinner and cigar or hookah on me. We doing cigar or hookah tonight? Do you smoke cigars?
If my life insurance is listening, no.
No, of course you don't.
Of course I don't.
Or shishas. But if you
Nothing.
were to,
I would probably partake with you.
if you had to,
If I was forced into
gun
it.
to your head.
Gun to your head.
Yeah, we're in America.
Depends on the
Just
firearm.
We're in America. There's a lot of guns here, bro.
Those rifles at the airport, I tell you.
Yeah. That's
It's a real thing.
It's not Canada, bro.
No. No.
So I put this question out there. I put this post out here, and you dropped like there was probably maybe like 60, 70 questions that came through, which is great. I love the interaction on social media, and thank you guys all for that, for doing that. But you dropped some really thought-provoking questions, probably about a dozen of them. And I would say that outside of maybe one other question, the next top 10 were yours, which I loved. So I did a live, and I think I did a live from a hookah lounge on a rooftop in Istanbul, Turkey. It was sick, by the way.
Good view.
You got, I mean, you got it. If you haven't been to Istanbul, have you been?
No.
Oh, you got to go. You got to go.
Heard.
Istanbul is absolutely beautiful. And that was coming from Dubai, then Cairo, Egypt, where the tours in the pyramids. And then from there, I went to France and came back home. I was gone for almost a month. The questions you asked, which you have some, I think, in front of you.
I do. I have the 3.
You have the 3.
And then a handful more from the plane ride.
So get a quick backstory on you, because you're a little more of an interesting guy than just doing some real estate and doing, some other stuff, which if anybody follows you now on your IG, you're doing some big real estate stuff. Yeah. Some of the real estate stuff you do is sick, by the way.
Thank you.
I know it's in Canada, which I'm not going to buy anything in Canada for obvious reasons. Sorry.
Leave that alone.
Sorry, Canada.
Yeah.
Your taxes are too high.
Yeah.
That's basically the only reason. Social policies are kind of ridiculous as well. But you were managing pro athletes, you were in entertainment, you were doing some coaching, you were doing some wellness and fitness stuff, right?
Yeah.
Give people some backstory on you, just because you're much more than what your social media tells.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I try and keep a lot of the private stuff under wraps.
Too late. We're done now.
No,
bro.
it's all going to be out there.
Yeah.
I started off, I did an undergrad and master's degree in kinesiology. Okay. And actually the undergrad was hard science for sure. The master was actually a history of sport on my local hometown.
Okay.
To be well-rounded. It was also paid for via scholarships. So it made sense
So you're smart.
to do that. There's a little bit of intelligence there sometimes.
Perfect.
Sometimes, yeah. You follow me around some days, you think, what is this guy doing? But
That's most of us, I think.
yeah, I think so. And it from there got into strength and conditioning coaching, which was fantastic. Primarily hockey, and then all of the teams at the University of Lethbridge, which was fantastic. It was a great experience. Got around a lot of people and did what my father always told me to do, and that was network. Son, you're not going to school to get straight A's, because the person beside you at convocation got straight D's and has a network.
Smart man.
And that's
your father?
That is, yes.
Wow. Smart man.
Yeah. So to go back to the questions and how I asked them to you was listen to people with experience. So why not ask those who you look up to what, the things that we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
So got into strength coaching, which was fantastic. And then it was a great career, Tomo. It really was. Realized, that's not the be all end all. There is more out there. Moved into the real estate space. Still have my local practice in Alberta, which has been fantastic. Some really, really good clients. And then I'm an agent with Next Move. So we have Next Move Network, Next move, X, military, medical, bunch of different divisions worldwide now, which is great. That's where the managing portfolios for pro athletes, entertainers, musicians, et cetera, comes into play. A lot of relocations too, CEOs and some bigger companies.
Okay.
It's been a lot of fun. The way I like to put that is, I'm here to curate lifestyles, not just sell real estate, and not just for high net worth individuals, for anybody. It's a lifestyle piece. It's not just buying a house and moving.
I love
in.
that perspective. That's different. I've never heard somebody in real estate say that.
Listen, most agents are moving very laterally, playing checkers.
Okay.
That's not the game that I'm in. I'm not here to fight over $100 on commission.
You're playing chess.
Take it. I'm playing chess.
Do you play chess?
And the long game. Yeah, we'll probably play tonight. Hey.
Oh, fantastic. I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited.
Here we go. Here we go. I know. I got a buddy probably listening to this, and he's like, "Oh, Steve, you have no idea what you're getting into."
No, I'm not that good. Yeah. I'm not that good. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see. If you want me to be real good, you gotta get me a little liquored up.
There we
go. I start getting risky.
Yeah. Yeah. See it coming a mile away. Right. Well, and chess that's how I do real estate is PBD.
Yeah.
5 steps ahead.
Yeah, 5 moves ahead. Great book. Patrick's a friend of mine. He's excellent person.
Figured.
And you've consumed his content, obviously. Yeah.
That's a common thing, Tomo. I think amongst when you get to a certain level or high achievers, winners, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
You start to know the same people and consume the same content.
For sure. Well, Gary will tell you, and Gary's behind the cameras for anybody that doesn't know. I think Gary's going to be like, he's going to be, what's Joe Rogan's guy? Young Jamie. Gary's the new Jamie. Yeah. So it's now Gary, not Jamie. Sorry, Jamie, to call you out. But Gary saw how powerful it was, looking at things in chess move type ways. When he's been in Dubai with me twice. First time I ever went to Dubai was with me. And he went the second time just a couple weeks ago. And we were out there shooting podcasts and everything like that. And me and him, he and I have great conversations, have fantastic moments of gratitude when we're out there. And then we're also talking about, look at what we're doing. Look at who we're talking to. Look at where we are. He's like, can you believe we just met this person? We just shook hands with this person. We just had dinner with this person. He's like, do you even realize this? And we were saying crazy, crazy, crazy a lot. We were saying, this is crazy. That's crazy. Can you believe that's crazy? And then we reframed it actually during Shako's podcast, before Shako's podcast. And we reframed it. And we're like, no, it's not crazy. It's earned. We earned this.
Yeah.
We earned this shit.
Earned the seat at the table.
He was a firefighter a year ago. He was a firefighter 1 year ago. And would quadruple your income? Quadrupled his income in a year. Because he started networking with the right people, started getting around the right people, stopped being afraid, got unafraid, So moving back to what you were saying on this lifestyle thing, on this lifestyle perspective in real estate, explain that a little bit further, kind of unpack that a little bit for me, because again, I've talked to countless real estate agents.
Everybody's a realtor.
Go to Dubai. Oh, it's even worse in Dubai.
I believe it.
Everyone is an actual realtor. Yeah. Like everyone is trying to sell you some, because real estate in Dubai is, they just broke another record.
It's insane.
This quarter, they just broke another record, Gary. It was like 80 billion or something like that. I'm like, what the hell? 80 billion in sales for not even built properties. These are all off plans.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
So everybody's a real estate agent there, but I've never heard anybody talk about lifestyle from a real estate perspective. And we're not going to wrap this podcast around this, but because you said it, I want you to kind of give me a little bit about that.
Sure. It's more than just putting someone in a certain school district area.
Sure.
This is everything to do with lifestyle. Every aspect, every facet, especially for pro athletes. Unfortunately, what happened in the past, traditionally speaking, you'd get traded or move up a rank from the American League to the NHL, for example.
Sure.
And you'd go around the dressing room. Oh, who'd you use for a realtor? Want to buy a house here? The question doesn't even get asked. How long are you going to be in the city? What's your trade clause? Is this a city to buy property in? Is this something where does this city allow Airbnbs, for example? What if you get stuck with that? Are you okay with your first property purchase or second, whatever that might be, in a city that you may get traded from? Or what happens if you get checked from behind, concussed, and never can play hockey ever again?
Yeah.
And now you have this, $30,000 a month mortgage.
Are most
do
pro
you
athletes that are moving like that frequently or infrequently, I guess, in one place, are they usually buying or are they renting?
That's a recommend.
Got it. So you do both sides.
We'll do the full investigation in that city and look at their contract and decide and offer that advice along with their lawyer, their tax professional, their accountant, their investment banker. This is a team sport behind the scenes as well.
And
That's
you're doing
that
this
lifestyle
perspective
piece.
not just for pro athletes. You do this perspective for other people as well.
I'll take it, Tomo, I'll take it down to a $180,000 one-bedroom condo. Doesn't everybody deserve the same treatment?
Listen, this is completely unheard of from me in real estate. Unheard of. Gary, you ever hear this? No. Never heard any real estate agent talk to me about what my lifestyle is like. Where do I want to be? What are the amenities around me? How long do I want to live here? What other avenues are right? Because if that happened, that's a real estate agent I want to work with. That's somebody that cares about my personal lifestyle.
It's the goal.
That's sick, bro. I love
Because
that.
otherwise it comes down to mortgage rate,
Yeah.
mortgage term, spending whatever you're pre-approved for.
Can I just say that I feel like real estate agents, like if a real estate agent ever approached me like this, I'd feel like it was worth it. Most of the time, I feel like I'm getting literally robbed by the real estate agents I'm working with.
That's the problem now. That's the problem. It's the equivalent of your traditional brown suit used car salesperson.
Why am I paying
I
you?
strive to change that.
But like, why am I paying you? That's what I feel in real estate agents all the time. Like, why the hell did I just pay you X amount of money? You're getting rich because I can afford a big house, and you did literally nothing besides walk me through it and then pass me off to where I get my mortgage.
Or on the listing side, somebody else comes in and takes pictures.
Yeah.
You populate it on the multiple, like on MLS.
Or their team does.
And guess what happens from there? In today's market, if it's priced appropriately, it sells itself.
Especially
you don't
in
even have to advertise it.
Especially in Florida.
That's what I'm saying. So what's the point, right? Commissions are outrageous a lot of the times. And that's where what separates you from someone else. It's that value.
Man.
To me, this is just how I run business. It doesn't matter if it's $180,000 condo or a $55 million warehouse.
Which you've done.
Yes, that deal actually just closed, and that was a blast.
Yeah.
It was a blast. It takes months and a lot, but again, you have the right people in your corner.
Yeah.
The lawyers, the accountants, the finance pros, they're there to help you. Leverage them. But that's that connecting the dots piece. And that's the piece that I really believe in when it comes to human performance or lifestyle performance. However you want to phrase that, personal development. That's a tough one, but we'll call it personal development, right?
Sure. I need to bring him to Dubai. Bro, you would slay in
it'd be
Dubai.
wild over there.
Holy shit, you would slay
wild.
it. If you even
There we go.
approach,
That's next. Yeah.
if you even
Next.
approach one millionaire or billionaire over there with this perspective, bro, they will buy everything from you.
That's the intent. That's the intent. Zero desire to stay within.
Are you teaching courses?
Canada or North America?
Are you teaching courses?
I'd love to do. I might have something.
Maybe some seminars? Are you teaching? Are you
online.
teaching this shit to real estate, bro?
That's where the passion came from. Was when I was in grad school and standing in front of a class lecturing, because it wasn't lecturing. It was just having fun.
What you're just you're talking about what you enjoy and what you feel is the right way of doing things and looking at things. Dude, this is.
For me, that personal development piece, and this
I'm
is where I
excited
think
for
it'll
dinner.
hit home.
I'm excited for dinner tonight. I'm excited for dinner tonight.
I know.
That's when the real conversation
It'll
is
be
gonna
awesome.
happen.
But if you can leverage your network,
Yeah.
your mind, and your assets. And assets, it's more than just money or capital or what you own, so to speak. There's lots that falls into that asset category. If you can leverage those properly, that means at some point you've played your cards right along the way. And it doesn't take much, Tomo. It doesn't take much. I'm still connected to guys that I coached in 2008 or folks that I did my undergrad with from 2006, 7, 8, 9. They're clients or their mentors or their business partners. And that's where leveraging your network really comes into play. But it's about being a good person. And I don't care if it takes me another 20, 30 years. I'm not going to screw anybody over along the way. I got to sleep at night. You sleep at night? Guarantee you sleep at night.
Bro, I sleep like a baby.
Yeah. And that's not the pre-bed supplement cocktail. That's you and
sleep,
your ethics,
Oh, bro.
loyalty.
I don't
ethics, so on and so
screw
forth.
anybody over,
No.
and I will never screw anybody over for any amount of money ever. Ever. I won't do it. I don't care. And the cool thing is now that I don't need money, which is cool. And we'll keep it off camera. But if you look at the logo on his shirt,
yeah.
That's the reason. And that whole private entity that I'm involved in is incredible. And it's given me such financial freedom. I talked about financial freedom on other podcasts. I talked about the freedom and that all came from networking as well. But real quick, before we get into anything freedom wise, I want you to explain networking from your perspective, because I talk on networking constantly and I still think people don't get it. I still think people think networking is getting around people and selling your ideas and selling your it's cringy as fuck. I know. Are we past 5 minutes? Can I say fuck yet?
Yeah. When do the F-bombs comes in? Can we get a lot of say?
Good? Are we good? Perfect. Yeah. I can swear now. Yeah. So YouTube doesn't yell at us.
Yeah.
Can we get the fuck counter going?
Seriously. Bottom right-hand corner. So to get wild.
Yeah. So, like networking, it's the most cringy thing ever. If someone, and you can tell, energy-wise, you can tell, but you can also tell by their approach and how people approach networking events. Gary, we went to a networking event, Tech Tuesday. Did it feel like a networking event, or did it feel like a bunch of friends getting together and just talking and interacting? And like, that's what it was. It was Tech Tuesday in Dubai. And we were there visiting. It was the first Tuesday we were in Dubai. He was with me. The second Tuesday in Dubai, it was my birthday. It was my 40th birthday. And I was hosted by Mohammed Hoptor and the Hoptor group and had a great lunch. So we didn't go to that Tech Tuesday. The one after that, I did a speech. Just like that. That sequence of events. I didn't go in there to sell anyone. I didn't go in there. I don't even think I mentioned my clinic name even during my speech, maybe more than once, just so I told people what I did. I was there to give information, and I had a line of people asking for my contact information afterwards. I'm not fishing for business. I look at networking as friendship building. What is the definition of networking? Gary, look that up and find out what the actual definition of what networking is. I'm curious what it actually is. So give me your perspective on networking.
Networking is not your realtor sending you a birthday card every year with their business card and signing it with their name.
Okay.
Networking is sending your clients a birthday card and their kids without your business card in it. The card was handpicked by yourself or made, right? Make it yourself.
Old school.
And handwrite. Write something in there custom for that particular person about their journey, or you're paying attention on social media and you highlight something that came up in their life. Something. That's a big piece, like on the business side of things.
Okay.
I can't tell you, and I don't do them anymore for a reason. I will not go to a local networking event where other agents are handing out their business cards. Hey, I'm so-and-so. I'm a realtor. If you need anything,
I'm here.
I got your
back.
If you're buying and selling or whatever. Yeah. Well, that's the chiropractor one. I've got your back. Okay. Great. That's awesome.
Yeah. You haven't heard that, have you? Never. So bad. Don't do that.
Never.
Chiropractor friends, don't do that, please.
No, please don't do that. And you're picturing it, the grabbing of the spine on the business card. Anyways, networking for me, really, it started day one, like as far back as I can remember. And just being a good person and keeping in touch. Nothing forced. No forced connections. I think that's a really big thing.
Wow, that's a great way of putting it.
Sell anything either. Like you said, Tomo, we're not here to sell anything. Like just show up and be yourself. And if contact information gets exchanged,
cool.
Fantastic. That's great. Otherwise, no harm, no foul. Also, I'm the first person to recommend a different agent to somebody if I feel we're not going to click.
Really?
Yeah.
It's great. I love that.
Why not? Take
do.
the referral and walk away versus sabotage a relationship.
I do it constantly. I refer to other clinics in my industry.
As you should.
I'm friends with clinic owners, which is not normal.
No.
We just had yesterday with a doctor from Colorado. He flew down specifically just to do the podcast. He was in Ohio, flew down specifically for 6 hours to do the podcast, and then went to Colorado. And people will ask me, and they're like, well, he's a competing business. He does telemedicine. He can take your patients. I'm like, so? I said, maybe the patients belong with him. I say, you don't think he's going to send me patients? I said, it's not competition. It's about collaborating. Now, in my industry, real estate industry is cutthroat. Like if you have real estate friends that are not actually friends or just acquaintances, they will happily stab you in the back for a commission. You know what I mean? The industry of wellness and what, Aspire does, That's a different thing. We're trying to change the way the fabric of medicine, how it works, right? So real quick, before you continue, I'm going to give you the definition.
Yeah.
Formal definition of networking. Networking, it's a noun, by the way. The action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. I hate that definition. Do you not like that definition? I kind of hate it.
Gross.
I want to change the definition of that. So in simpler terms,
Feels salesy.
it does. So this is it expands on it. In simpler terms, it's building and nurturing relationships with people who can help you and whom you can help in your career, business, or life. It involves exchanging value. Now, I agree with the exchanging value part. So key points about networking. It is not just handing out business cards or adding people on LinkedIn. It's about building genuine, mutually beneficial relationships. It can be formal business events, conferences, or informal conversations at the gym, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so
That's better.
that's better, right? The actual definition of it, the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information, develop professional or social contacts, I hate.
It's forced. Sounds forced.
It
and
does.
salesy.
It does. Reworking how people network, I think, is number one, the most important thing. You had no clue how I was going to react to how you do business in real estate.
None.
Not at all. But I'll tell you that I want to buy something from you now.
My original thought was you would say, "Oh, that's great. I know a ton of guys that do the same thing." That's how it should be.
It's appalling that it's not.
It's disturbing.
It's disturbing. Sure.
I'm a happy man now. Hearing
Listen,
that, that's great. Can't wait to go to Dubai. Right? Like,
I can't wait to talk to you about maybe creating a real estate company in Dubai with
for
you.
sure. Yeah, because I know, right? Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, hold the phone. If you can teach people this, one, that's great. If you can bring this into the world of real estate, which I'll tell you what, as somebody that has money that can buy real estate, and somebody that has friends and access to people that buy real estate, nobody really loves how real estate transactions happen. No. This makes it different. This is cool. So, you had no idea that I was going to react like this, but you also didn't come down here for that.
No.
You didn't come down here to make real estate business.
No. Nor am I here to talk about myself, but
I know.
Right.
But it's
part of the process.
This is sick.
Yeah.
This is super cool. I love this. So, real quick, just so people can, and I think you have the right idea in networking, which I'll tell you is rare. Most people don't. Most people do not have the proper idea of what networking really is for. And now I understand why the definition of it itself is kind of shit. What's a couple pieces of advice you give to me or anybody on what the best ways to approach networking is? Let's say in social gatherings or out anywhere. Can you give a couple tips from your perspective? Because I think it's sick, bro. The way you think about networking is how it needs to be thought of.
Talk to everyone. Talk to everyone. You don't know who people are. What's that saying? Never turn down a cup of coffee.
Is that a saying?
What's it? I guess it is now.
Might be a Canadian saying.
Yeah. It'd be something to
Well,
do
I'm gonna
with
screw with you on the Canadian thing
something to do
forever.
with Tim Hortons, and
It's a Tim
I don't even
Hortons.
know. Yeah,
That's a Tim Hortons saying
it's
for
probably,
sure.
but
Yeah.
never skip a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and I'm gonna take that definition, the second part,
Yeah.
a little bit further. I'm not gonna say I am. I'm gonna say I am gonna say I disagree. No, I'm going to say I disagree with the piece where I think networking can be. I think you can do it without this expectation or potential expectation of a symbiotic relationship. I think it is totally okay to shake hands with someone, have a coffee, get their contact info, you exchange your contact info back, knowing that this person can do absolutely nothing for you at that point in time for you.
Well,
that is not selfish.
You're not, well, again, expectation.
Exactly. And we have this unwritten rule in our head that if I'm going to do business with someone or I'm going to go to a networking event, for example, I want to meet people that are going to help me in return. So now you have a bunch of realtors in a room from the same area. What are they going to do for you? You're all in direct competition with each other. Unless you look at things different and say, listen, we're going to have a cup of coffee, get to know their personality, what makes them tick. You know what? I've got a client for you. You good with 25% referral? Because if I take it, they're probably going to get pissed off at me at some point. Personality might jive.
Yep.
You take them.
Huh?
Now, you have to go into that with the expectation that they are never going to send somebody back to you as a client.
That's not the purpose.
It's not. It's about doing the right thing for your client or whoever's in front of you. End of story. That's how I do business. I don't know why it's not done like that. I don't know why. Well, I do actually, because most people are
Greedy.
very greedy, very greedy. And that's why I mentioned previously, they'll cut each other's throats for $100 or $200.
Yeah.
It's not the game.
No,
that's checkers.
Well, that's why I surround myself very strategically with certain people. Yeah. And I only really speak with certain people. And I've afforded myself that ability now. Mm-hmm. I have the freedom to do that where I don't have to hang out with anybody. I will spend time talking with people or interacting with people because I truly want to be there. Mm-hmm. And if I don't, I'll just leave. And it's not rude. I just don't.
Up and see you later.
Bye. It's nice to meet you. Nice to talk. I'll just leave.
Yeah. Because
I don't need to be there. And it's not that I'm doing it out of spite or out of negativity or, they can't do anything for me, so I'm leaving. It's this does not fit inside my wheelhouse. This does not fit my vibe. Or I can tell they just are wanting something from me. They want money or connection or something. That selfishness and that kind of attitude literally will get you nowhere with me. And I can spot it from 100 miles away. I can see that attitude and that mindset just by the way you walk up to me and greet me. I can see it because you're putting out that negative energy. I see that energy, guys. Truly. Yeah, Gary's learned to see it very well. Gary's really in tune to it as well now. Where a year ago you weren't. A year ago you were firefighting. You know what I'm saying? You're probably very in tune with it because you grew up with this. Your father instilling that in you. Your father instilling that into you early is sick. That's kudos to him.
Super grateful.
Kudos
super grateful for that really good upbringing in that childhood where, those things were really, really ingrained. I'll tell you one quick story about that too. We used to go on 2 vacations a year as a family, right? Dad was a corporate accountant.
Sure.
And right. And at work, he would write right-handed in metric and then come home and write left-handed in imperial.
Whoa.
And then he would switch sides with his fork for fun. That was his idea of fun outside of golf and coaching us, my brother and I, for sports.
There's some brain things going on there.
But that was the big thing, right? It's just to keep his brain going and active, right?
Wow.
Because, moving from paper, he was of that era where you move from paper into Excel spreadsheets.
Yeah.
And thought that was, yes, an efficiency, but also what happens to your brain.
Yeah.
So we would go on vacation and every time we'd pass his place of work, he'd look at the back seat, my brother and I, and he'd say one thing: see that steam and smoke coming out of those smokestacks? It'll still be there when we are on vacation and when we get back. It's taken 30 some years now. I'm not far behind you, 38 this year. And cheers. It's, it's taken many years now for me to really understand that. Mm-hmm. And that's when we look at that and apply it to networking, again, just to go back to what I said previously real quick, you cannot have an expectation of that other person, because I don't want to say more often than not, but more often than not, you are probably not getting what you expect out of them in return. So have no expectations. But there's something in us innate that wants that symbiosis, and it's just not the case.
Well, I think if you want that, one, you're projecting it. Two, does it look desperate to you?
Very, and that's every realtor networking event. Just be real, or any networking event, or any of these. What are they?
That's why I'm
going to get in trouble with this one, but it's okay. So listen to your podcast, and we'll go out there. Whether you want to take male or female networking events, specific to male or female.
Okay.
They just happen to be more often on the female side of things.
Sure.
Where it's females supporting females in whatever business and have that networking event. Talk to so many that have gone, and it's just been a cash grab. And stab each other in the back and get absolutely nothing out of it other than a weekend of some half-assed speeches from empowering people, hand out some business cards. Oh, I'd love to do business with you, and then never hear from them again.
Yeah.
It happens on both sides, male and female. But again, you can't go to a conference like that expecting anything.
Yeah.
You can't have that expectation.
Well, they're going in negatively anyway. They're going in with an energy of, it's a selfish energy of me. It's me.
It's me.
It's all about me. It's not about, it's not about you're not even trying to make a friend. You're not even trying to make a contact, really. It's how can you help me? I go into almost everything with like, how can I help you? But also not even that. It's just, oh, hey, you like cigars? Me too. You like coffee? Cool. You ever been to Nicaragua? Nicaraguan coffee's sick, bro. How about Nicaraguan cigar? I don't even give a shit what you do at this point. I don't care. No. I'm talking to a person next to me and I want to talk to you. And you know what's funny is if that conversation goes into, let's exchange contact information, let's do this. You know how many business conversations span from that? But there's already a measure of trust and respect and integrity and honesty there because I wasn't vying for their business. They weren't vying for mine. Yeah. It was just natural, chill.
Yeah, I have zero desire, Tomo, to sit down across the table from someone and they introduce themselves how? Hi, I'm Tomo. I own this. Or, hi, I'm Steve. I'm a realtor. Nope. Sorry. No. Yeah. Tell me about yourself. How you're going to change the world. Like, what do you like? What kind of coffee do you like?
Yeah.
Just let's have a conversation.
Yeah, I learned that you like quad espressos. My man. Get the shakes a little bit. Yeah, I love it.
Whatever.
Gary and I are all about that, bro.
Seriously, there's stuff to do. Just stay awake. But that's, I think networking is a very bastardized thing.
Yeah. I think
it doesn't have to be.
We need to change definition of it. I think we're going to have to find that. We're going to have to find the new
call
definition.
Gary, call Webster.
Yeah, call Webster. So let's get back into what brought us together, why we're here, you know, what's going on with that, what's going on with the connection here, because we followed each other and that's cool and it's whatever, social media. Yeah. We came here because you were asking me a bunch of questions on Instagram because I posed the questions, right? So I have the questions listed here, but I'd rather you kind of go through them if we can.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I have a few of them that Jade picked out.
Okay. From
an outline perspective.
Okay.
And I'd rather you go through them if you don't mind.
I do remember the ones that you pointed out in your video that you thought were ones that kind of hit closer to home. And again, I mean, we were chatting before the show and I said, you know, my goal on any podcast or conversation is to curate questions custom to you. Let's dive into your history. And I've watched every episode and, you know, don't repeat the past. If you've already answered it, what's the point?
Sure.
So let's dive deep into some of the things that I feel you'd be able to answer very well based on your perspective of business owner and your past in law enforcement. I think there's a lot you can draw on from your career there too, without hitting too much on it. Because again, you've spoken about it quite a bit, right?
Sure.
And there's a new you now. That's the biggest thing.
I'm almost constantly curating a new me every other day at this point. It's something like that.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. I just did that. If
you're not growing, if you're not developing, you're dying, man. You're dying. Yeah. It's reality. The way that I look at everything from a life perspective, and that's not saying, oh, I'm never satisfied. Oh, it's never enough. Oh, it's never. It's enough right now. It's been enough for a while. I'm super happy. I'm super grateful. I have businesses. I'm not hurting for money, and you got to realize, like, people. You know what? It doesn't irk me out, but I like it on one side, and the other side, I'm like, do you guys really think this? Because when people look at this right here, is it Tomo's podcast, and he's in an office, and look, these guys are wearing suits. They clearly have money. All this shit, right? I'm like, bro, I couldn't afford to check out of a grocery store for like a $26 checkout for food 5.5 years ago. Couldn't buy food at a grocery store. How many people were doing that 5 years ago? How many people are doing it now? If you're doing it now, fuck, I feel for you. And I send you love and I send you appreciation. I'll let you know that there's another side to this. That struggle and that hardship is going to mold you if you let it, or it can completely debilitate you if you want to play victim and you want to pretend like the world's after you and woe is me and all this bullshit. If you want that, if you want to live that way, cool, fine. That's your choice, by the way. It's all up here. It's all in here. If you have a want and a desire to be more than that, I literally did it. I fucking did it. You're looking at an ex-police officer who went broke trying to start a business, who put his credit score all the way down to low 500s, not paying his mortgage, not paying his car note, put everything into the business, working 18, 20 hours a day for years before I paid myself. And yeah, I couldn't afford food. And yeah, I couldn't afford an apartment at one time. And yeah, I was sleeping on an IV bed. IV chairs. I was sleeping on those. Yeah. My staff come in like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Shit, go wash my face. Yeah. We got to work, right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I guess I was having a nap.
Yeah,
I totally didn't sleep here.
I was having a nap from yesterday. Yeah. So let's go through these questions, man.
Leads into this.
Does it
first
really?
One
Perfect.
Very, very well. Is the pursuit of success inherently selfish, or is there a deeper collective purpose to it? And however you would like to define success, I mean,
sure,
that's totally up to you.
Let's hit that. Let's hit what success is anyway, because success is different to every single person.
Yeah.
And success has changed and developed for me over the years, for sure. It's become so dynamic that success is, I feel successful now. I also felt successful a year ago. I also felt successful or on the verge of being successful even when I went from not being able to afford my groceries to being able to afford my groceries. That's levels. A success point, right? So what is success? Depends on you. It depends on the place you're at in life. It's so individual. Is success selfish, or is the pursuit of success selfish? No, it's the most unselfish thing ever. Because the way that I think of success, you're either a success for yourself, for your family, for the world, or I hate to say it, you are kind of a burden. Sorry, it is what it is, but it's kind of how it is. If you're not pursuing success, what are you actually doing? What's your prerogative in life? What are you actually aiming towards? So I think every single person in their head has a sense of what is success to me? What does the successful version of me look like? Or even more profound, what does the most successful version of me look like? Ask yourself that question. And I tell people all the time, and I do a little bit of like coaching and mentoring and stuff like that. I don't make any money off it. I don't care because I don't need to make money off of it. Get a piece of paper, blank piece of paper. Write down Tomo, the most successful, amazing, ridiculous superhero version of Tomo. Okay, do it for yourself. And now write down, what does that version of me, what do they do every day? When do they wake up? How do they eat? What do they look like? What's their wife look like? How many kids do they have? How much money do they make a minute, an hour, a day, a month, a year? What kind of car do they drive? How do they dress? I mean, you can literally, what do they look like in the mirror? What is success? So when you do that, you're going to highlight several things. Most of the time, it's not going to be great for a lot of people, because am I the superhero version of myself right now? I'm not. Why? Well, Tomo, you're making more money than you ever have. Cool. It's just one measure. That's great. Well, you have nice clothes and you dress like, yeah, I have that too. Well, you have a podcast and this is what you love to do and you're speaking. Yep, got that too. But am I this personified perfection of superhero? No. What does that mean? It means I have more work to do. The pursuit of success is just work. It's just work. Are you working on yourself or are you not? Now, when you stop working on yourself, things spiral. You start sacrificing things like your health, your fitness, your wellness, your mental health. I didn't read for a long time or listen to audiobooks for a little while, and I felt myself missing something. I don't read very well. I'm going to say that again. That sounds like I'm an idiot. I don't read so good. So I know how to read. Fuck off. Okay. So I know how to read, but when I'm reading a book, I get very easily distracted. I've been told that I have high functioning ADHD, that I have somehow turned into a superpower because I can hyper focus, but when I get unfocused or when I'm not interested, I'm screwed. It's actually a very common trait with very successful people.
Yes.
So if I'm reading a book and I start to lose interest, bro, a shadow moving on the wall, I lost the whole page. I'm done. I have no longer, but audibly or conversationally, I can recall conversations from decades ago, which is horrible for relationships, by the way. Don't try it with your woman. It is a bad recipe, okay? But if you have this ability, don't use it to your woman because they're going to hate it. So I found myself, not stimulated, not working. So what is success? Is it selfish or not? It's a long drawn out answer, but it's so individual. If you want to be the best version of yourself for the world, for your family, for you, when you are successful, you are happy. When you're happy, you are everything around you vibrates differently. I know it sounds fairy dust and whatever, hocus pocus, rainbows and sunshine and butterflies, but it's true. I'm able to sit here confidently and happily with you on this podcast because I feel successful and I know there's a lot more work to do. So my pursuit of success is massive. I don't want to make $1 million a year. I don't want to make $1 million a month. I don't want to make $1 million a day. I want to make $1 million an hour. That sounds ridiculous. That's impossible, Tomo. Cool. It was impossible for a cop to start a clinic. It was impossible for someone that came from my upbringing, I grew up very poor, to be a multimillionaire, to be known internationally, to start an international clinic over in Dubai. This was all impossible to a lot of people. Why did I do it? Because my measure of success means more than just money. It means impact. There's a positivity to it. There's a cool thing that happens when you start to realize what success really means for the entire world. You being the most successful X, any of you, the most successful X is what the world needs. If you believe in God or not, I know you do. I do as well. If you believe in God, God put you here for a purpose. I don't care what you think God is. I don't care if you're Muslim, if you're Jewish, if you're Christian, if you're Hindu. I don't care. If you believe in God, if you believe in a higher power, something above yourself, you are here for a reason. And God will smile upon you if you really fulfill your purpose and your reason in life. And if you don't, kind of goofy how that works because you get real unlucky when you're not fulfilling your purpose. And when you are, you get real lucky. I find myself to be very lucky a lot lately. Real lucky. Weird how that happens. The harder I work, the more luck I have. You becoming successful is what you are supposed to do. It's not selfish. Make as much money as you possibly can. Make as much as you can. Do as much things as you can. Impact the world as much as you can. If you can do that, that's what the world needs. You're driven for a reason. Now, if you're doing it for selfishness, that's not coming from a positive place. If you're doing it for greed, it's not coming from a positive place. I'm going to assume if you're watching this, you're not this person. I already pissed you off. We probably lost you in the first 5 minutes.
First F-bomb, see you later.
Yeah. We probably lost you in the first 5 minutes anyway. But it behooves you to become successful because the most successful version of you is exactly what God intended. It's what the world needs. It's what you need. It's what your family needs. Stop thinking it's selfish. Money's not selfish. Money is a tool. And how you use that tool is how you use the tool of money is everything. Everything. It's the only thing. It's so simple. It's such a simple equation. Success is always positive, only until you frame it negatively. That was probably the longest answer ever. Bro, this is real though. This is reality.
That's why I asked the question.
Fuck.
Look at what you just unpacked.
I hope that hits somebody, bro.
I hope so. Because I think a lot of people will equate success to things, tangible objects. Now, it's cool to get your first watch. Sure. But then down the road, what does that turn into? You're a Patek guy. There's probably a custom one of something or one of one that you'll get made one day. Super cool. Nobody's going to know about it other than you and maybe your staff. And it's going to sit in the vault half the time. And you know, it's for you. It won't be advertised. It'll be nicely tucked under your sport coat. You'll call it a day. It'll make you feel really damn good though.
It's a trophy.
Absolutely.
It's a trophy.
Ferrari, same thing. They don't need to cater to anybody.
Bro, success trophies. That's all they are.
Exactly. You move from the things to other measures, whether that's your watch or your bank account. Mm-hmm. The only thing that I care about now, yes, there are bills to pay. Work hard, pay your bills. The only thing that I care about now is giving back. How can I positively impact somebody else's life? Mm-hmm. And give people, I'm all about experiences. Mm-hmm. So how can I give people experiences that they would never otherwise be able to have? So if that's going to a concert of a client of ours, for example, and being able to bring somebody backstage to meet that artist, that, like, I don't want to get emotional saying that, but that's what I'm all about.
Love that.
That's all I care about.
I love that.
That for me is like,
but can you do that without being successful?
I've done it. No.
That's the point.
That's the thing.
That's the point.
And that's work. And again, credit to Seth Feroce again.
Yeah.
I don't have problems, just more work to do.
Hardworking motherfuckers. Those guys are hardworking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They just have more work to do.
More work to do.
You know, I think people forget how charitable rich people actually are. Why did they buy a Ferrari? They could have fed fam. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. You can't just, you're not just a martyr when you're rich, okay? When you're successful, okay? Again, money's a tool.
I got a really good friend of mine who, my personal stylist actually, and his big thing is
he's got a personal stylist.
No, come on, as if you don't give me a break. Did you just get some custom shirts done in Dubai?
I did.
Yeah, see? Thank you. Thank you. So his big thing is, he says, Steve, people are bad at spending money.
Yeah.
They really are. They really are. Especially when they're not in a position to do so.
Well, most people do. And it was funny. I saw something about, you talk about like flash, talk about like wealth, what wealth looks like. Wealth is pretty quiet.
Yeah, you'd never know.
Riches are pretty quiet. Now, I don't have a brand on me, do I?
No.
I don't.
No logos.
You don't have a brand on you either. I guarantee your jacket's expensive. I guarantee your pants and your shoes are expensive. I don't have shoes on right now, by the way, but the sandals that I was wearing were expensive.
Again. Yeah.
It's my studio.
the new look.
I can wear no shoes if I want to.
New carpet.
Yeah. So, but these people, they were talking about like LV and, talking about Louis Vuitton, talking about, all these big name brands, right? Which at this point, like I almost find them cringy at this point. People that are wearing all these other logos all over them, they said that most, and like, I'm not talking most, I'm talking like large majority of people that are buying those brands can't even really afford them. They're all buying on credit. It's all like they don't even have $1,000 in their bank account, yet they're wearing $1,000 shoes. Why? Why are they doing that? The appearance of success, right? Now, we talk about like success is quiet. Nobody knows that I donate tens of thousands or, probably 100,000 over the year in charities. I don't care for them to know it. I want to impact people. Like you just said, your story about sending somebody backstage to a concert. Do you do that to somebody? That's heartfelt. I just funded a project, the Suna guy. Yeah. Shaub, Hussein, the guy out of UK. He's a Muslim speaker. He's got multiple millions of followers on Instagram. Highly suggest you follow him, the Suna guy. So he and I connected and we started having some conversations, and I saw this project and I'm like, I want to help you because he wants to help young boys find God. And for me, I don't care if it's a Christian church or if it's a Muslim, I don't care. You're helping young men England's a mess right now. UK's a mess. London's a mess. He's in London. Those boys need help. Those young men need help and they need guidance. He's trying to do this and have a home for these kids so they can get out of the crime-filled streets of the UK, of London. And I go in there and I see, I'm like, all right, well, donate $10, $100, $500, $1,000. I'm like, what's the top? It's like 10 grand. Donate. Didn't care. Guy calls me. And now he's like, I'm putting you on the wall. I can't wait for you to come here do a podcast. I'm like, it's all good, bro. It's all good. But that kind of stuff, that's what real wealth creates. That's what becoming successful creates. I have now the opportunity to help someone that I've never met in my entire life, to help a community that I do not live in, to help boys that I will probably never meet. If I do, I'll be very grateful. That's success.
It's impact.
That's impact. Success equals impact. Money is a tool. Use that tool for good. All of that comes back to you. All of it. I didn't spend that money. I circulated it. I circulated it in a positive way, and that's all going to come back to me. And I don't care how it comes back to me, even if it only came back to me and I felt good. I helped somebody.
Yeah.
I hope it helps.
They said thank you. And guess what? That fills your bucket.
That's it.
That's it. That's all it is for me. There is so much love in my heart and it overflows.
That's great, man.
And to be able to give those experiences to people, that's what fills my bucket. That's what I care about. And to see people be so grateful and thankful for it, you've given them.
That's what this is.
100%.
That's what this is. Yeah. This podcast, this is not I don't make any money off this. I make zero money off Instagram.
It costs you money.
Oh, but I have staff that I pay for this. This costs me money.
Yeah.
This costs me money to do this. Mm-hmm. I make zero off it. Why am I doing it? Because if one person sees this and they can change their perspective on maybe one person sees this and they have this negative mindset on success and they've been in this rut and we just made them become successful and they changed the fucking world. Worth it.
Absolutely.
Worth it. I can hang my hat up right there and be like, I don't care if it's cost me $1 million. If I just change the world through somebody watching this and actually getting something from it. Because the social media and the YouTube shit, it's still so much bullshit now. It's so much crap that when there's genuine conversations and genuine information that can help people actually live a better life, serve a better purpose, become better people for the world, for their community, for their family, for themselves. Man, let's just do more of that. The world will be a better place.
Bunch of snake oil bullshit out there. Before we move on to the next question, I'm going to say one thing. You didn't post about yourself donating that money to the UK. And there's a difference in, and I'll make this very clear to everybody watching. We do not donate anything for tax reasons.
Oh, no, I get no tax benefit from that.
End of story. None. Zero. That's not the reality of it.
I hate when people say that, by the way. They say it a lot.
That's why I brought it up, because you probably catch a lot of shit for that. And you don't post about it. Nobody needs to know other than speaking about it on this podcast, because it was a really good example. Those folks I brought backstage to concerts or to NHL games, whatever the case may be, up in the box, you're not going to see any evidence of that either. That's the best part. I'm not going to post about it. They're also the right person that isn't going to go post about it. Sure, they've got some nice photos as memories with that artist or the team. And you know what? They can go for it. But you know what, though? It also, you were very careful in who you donated to, i.e. invested in. You would rather not have anything tied to it. You didn't need that phone call. You don't need your name on a plaque on the wall. But too many people donate with the intent of that happening. They do it for the clout of posting on social media.
The clout and the appreciation. They do it for the appreciation, which is inherently selfish.
So can failure itself be a form of success? That hit you big. What role does failure play in shaping one's character?
The worst things that ever happened to me are always the best things that ever happened to me. Always. Every single time. And I talk about this a lot, but I feel like it never punches through people's heads. And if I could just get this through everybody's skull, how important failure is, it's actually the only way to success. The only way to success is through failure. Not failing, through failure. I'm saying through for a reason. I'm saying through because you have to go through the failure points to what? Learn, develop, grow. That's what failure's for. And again, this doesn't have to be high and mighty, all-powerful God that's putting you through these things, although I believe it is. You don't have to think so. I don't care. What you do have to realize is that if you failed, that doesn't mean that you stop. That means you keep going. That means you just learned a valuable lesson. Oh man, I lost all my money. Cool. How? Cool. How? Tell me the way you lost the money. Well, I invested in this business now you know, don't invest in that shit. Good. Learned a lesson. Education costs money, doesn't it? This is education. Your failures are education. Another thing that I say to myself constantly, I never lose. I either win or I learn, which means I'm always fucking winning, because when I'm learning, I'm winning. This is how I behave. This is how I think about everything. One of the things that really irks me about people, men especially actually, is when they get too distraught over a breakup. Failure in relationships are real. I have failed in relationships. That's why I talk about them so much. I'm a fucking expert in messing these up. I'm an expert in messing up relationships, so I deserve to talk about them. I'm going to teach you how to not screw these things up, because I have, and it's honest, it's real. When I talk about things like relationships and I hear somebody, woe is me, my girlfriend left me, or this person cheated, or the opposite. I can only talk from a male perspective, so I'm going to talk from a male perspective. I'm a man. So if your girlfriend left you, good. If you got broken up with, good. Good. Why'd she break up with you? Oh, well, we were fighting all the time because of money. Good. Fucking fantastic. What do you got to do now? Make more money. So now you should use that energy to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I clearly wasn't enough for this woman. I wasn't able to provide, which is your masculine perspective, to provide for this woman so she can have a family and not have to worry about providing herself. She can raise your children. This is my perspective. I know a bunch of you leftists freak out. Calm down. And also, I don't care. Men provide and protect. Women are better at rearing and raising children, is what it is. We're good at separate things. Men and women are not equal. Welcome to reality. So as a man, you get broken up with, you go through this failure point of your failure in a relationship. Good. Assess what you failed at. You were broken up with and this woman left you because of what? You didn't make enough money. You're out of shape. Your sex sucks. Fucking name it. The top things are usually adultery, that split relationship. So it's either sex or it's money or it's interpersonal dynamics, like you just were with the wrong person. Fine. All lessons in this. In business, man, I've lost so much money in business, investing in things, so much money. And I remember this, I've told this story in the past, and I'll tell it right here because it's so relevant. I remember having a conversation with my CPA and my financial team about how we basically lost almost like 150, 200K or something in investment. Everybody's like, wow, what are we going to do? I'm sitting there, I'm smiling. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He lost his mind, clearly. He's cracked. He lost, probably close to $250,000 in the big scheme of things, whatever. So I'm in this position. I don't remember how much it was because I don't care. And I'm looking at everybody. I said, isn't this cool that none of us lost our jobs, that all of us still have a home, that we all still have food, our families are still okay, our kids are still okay, and life is going on and business is going on, and we were able to lose that much money. I was like, that's fucking cool. They still think I'm insane. But what was the problem, or what was the thing to realize and learn? I learned not to invest in things outside of my scope. It was a automotive business. I wanted to because I thought it was cool. I love cars. Doesn't mean I invested in them. Yeah, it was a wrong move. Now the medical and the anti-aging and I'm investing in an energy drink company that's going to revolutionize energy drinks because it's going to be a healthy. It's super cool. I had a really good conversation.
Nice.
International company. I can't drop too much information yet. That'll happen, by the way, through networking in Dubai. The real networking. So failure is the only way to success. I'm going to say just that plain and clear. If you want to be successful, please, for the love of God, don't avoid failure. It's the only way you're going to learn. It's the only way you're going to develop. It's the only way that you will become who you are supposed to be. Fail your way to success. That's how you become successful. That's how you become truly the most potent version of yourself.
Fail forward.
That's it.
Fail forward.
That's it.
And you had a podcast where you're going through someone's story. Mm-hmm. Oh, your girlfriend left you. Good. Oh, you lost a bunch of money. Good. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you got a speeding ticket on the way here. Good. Yeah. How do you fix that? Yeah. What are the lessons? Build upon it.
But people get so down on themselves.
Well, the victim mindset, Tomo. That's it's easy. It's easy. It's easy to be a victim.
The easy route's always the wrong route. The easy route's constantly the wrong route. Take the hard path, and the hard path means fail and fail and fail and fail, and then get back up over and over again until you find success. Fuck, simple equation. It's math. It's math.
It can be broken down objectively.
Yes,
it can. It can. I love that answer. Who's more dangerous? The man who has nothing to lose or the man who has everything to lose?
Oof. My personal perspective?
Because you've been on both sides.
I've been on both sides.
Yeah,
I've been on both sides.
Me too.
I'm more dangerous when I have nothing to lose.
Yeah, me too. That's where I'm at right now.
I think everybody, but I always think like that because I always think I have nothing to lose because I can get it all back.
I love that. I love that.
It's different. It's different. Go ahead, tell me.
Because we're dumb enough to know that if we lost it all tomorrow, we can build it back. But we're also smart enough to know that if we lost it all tomorrow, we can build it back even better.
That's it. I made so many mistakes on my climb. Knowing what I know now, go ahead. Take it all away. Take all my money. Take everything. Put me back to ground zero where I can't afford groceries again. Everybody's fucked. Because now I know what to do. You're all fucked. You won't be able to beat me because I literally am unstoppable now.
You have the playbook.
I know how to do it.
Yeah.
It's not hard. The equation and the idea of becoming successful, becoming wealthy, getting everything that you want in life, it's simple. The process is hard, but I already did it.
That's fun though.
Now it's all easy. The most fun times that I had was when we were really struggling, man. Like, I was talking to my brother the other day, and he was there in the beginning days of my business building Aspire Rejuvenation Clinic. And I'm like, do you remember when we couldn't afford to get another desk and we had to use FedEx boxes that we were using for shipping? That was Nick's desk, my brother's desk. I swear I have pictures. We could put the picture right here in the center of Nick working at a FedEx box desk. That was fun, bro. That was cool. Yeah. It's also cool now. It's cool he's driving a GT4 Porsche. It's cool that I'm driving a Lamborghini. That's cool too. But if you bring me back to the ground roots where it was super hard and it was like do or die, and it's like build this or die.
Guess we're building it.
That's it. There's no choice.
Nope.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're gonna ask that question, we both have the same answer, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have everything to lose technically, but I really have nothing to lose. I can get all back like that. Yeah. Probably better, probably bigger. But now, if you know that, have that hunger still. Make sure you're always kind of, PBD actually said it. Patrick David actually said this to me personally. He said, make sure your pillow doesn't get too soft. Yeah. Make sure the pillow stays a little bit hard. Don't get too comfortable. Always be driving. Always be pushing that envelope. Always keep going forward. When that pillow gets soft, things starts to lack. And you also start to lack. So I got nothing to lose. Take it all, please. You would be shocked at what happens after that.
It's terrifying.
The climb would be hilarious. Yeah. It'd be a movie.
It would be.
Pumped.
That segues into another question I had here for you. When was the last time you truly felt uncomfortable?
This morning.
What, picking out what belt to put on or what?
No, this morning, truly.
Let's hear it.
So that's something so important. And we actually talked about this yesterday with the guy. The feeling of uncomfortable. What did he say that built? There was a part in your brain. I forgot what it was called. I can't recall it. But either way, humans and men specifically, we thrive in discomfort. Mm-hmm. And we thrive getting uncomfortable. Getting uncomfortable actually, and the opposite of it, there's a part of your brain that'll actually shrink. So the more that you get uncomfortable and the more you challenge yourself and the harder you work, the more this part of your brain starts to build, and it's like building a muscle. And I always talk about do the hard. Always do the hard. Why do I go to the gym every single day? 1, it's habit. 2, it's mental health for me. 3, it's hard. I don't have to get up at 5:30 in the morning and go to the gym. I don't have to do any of that shit. I don't even have to come into this office. I don't have to do this podcast. I don't even have to run the clinics. I don't have to ever step foot in an office or do a interview, which I was just doing before this. Mm-hmm. I don't have to do any of this shit. Now think about it. Why do I do it? Because it's hard. This morning was the last hard thing that I did. I decided to do HIIT cardio, doing the ski machine. You ever see a ski machine thing? Holy shit. So I'm doing the ski machine. My heart rate, I'm going to pull it up. My heart rate went up to, I think it was 180 something.
Jeez, you're looking for the defibrillator at that point.
Where's my, here we go. Look, right here. What does that say?
187.
187 I brought my heart rate to. That is uncomfortable.
Yep.
I felt like I was going to die. But also in between those ski movements, those hip movements, I did 30 push-ups and then I ran on the treadmill for a minute. So that was my HIIT cardio sequence. Why did I do that? Because I felt like I didn't get a good, by the way, all that shit's in my house. So that's in my house. I was at the gym. I was like, I did some chest. Chest is easy, whatever. I'm bodybuilding stuff, 25 years, 30 years of bodybuilding. Did the chest workout. I'm like, really didn't hit it hard. I get home. I was going to shower and get dressed and have some food. I'm like, fuck that. Swear to God, this is literally my thought. I was naked, ready to hop in a shower. And for some reason, something in my head's like, nope, go put your shorts back on. Put my shorts back on. And I did this HIIT cardio session for no reason, except that I knew it was going to hurt and be uncomfortable. And that drove my whole day. I've been pumped all day about it. My day has been better because I did the hard. So yeah, I don't care how successful you are, how rich you are, how powerful you are. If you stop doing that, things will start spiraling down. You will start spiraling down. Always, constantly go through the hard. Go through the hard first. Do it right in the morning. Sauna, cold plunge, workout, push-ups. I don't care what it is. I have a viral video out there talking about doing 100 push-ups every morning. Every morning. And there's a bunch of people arguing on it. That's not going to do anything. That's not going to build this. I'm like, it's not about building your chest muscles. It's because when you get up in the morning, if you jump out of bed and you start doing 100 push-ups right away and you don't leave that side of your bed until you do 100 push-ups, it's hard. Go through the hard. That's how you win. So yeah, your answer, my answer to your question, the last hard thing I did, this morning.
There you go. 187 beats a minute is uncomfortable.
That's uncomfortable. Gary, you've gotten that high. It sucks, bro. Feels like you're going to have a heart attack. You've done it. You're an athlete.
Yeah, absolutely.
It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially at our age.
Yeah.
It doesn't get easier.
I'm 40.
Yeah.
Feel great.
Yeah. You probably feel better at 40 than you did at 22, 25.
I feel better. I feel the best now I ever have in my life.
Yeah.
I feel the best at 40 years old comparative to 30, to 25, to 20. I remember them. I love the way that I feel right now. Also, I've learned so much. But this is also kind of what I love. I love if a 25-year-old can see this. Dude, could you imagine if we operated in this way when we were 25? Holy shit. And I see 25-year-olds doing this, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's young guys out there that are successful right now. They're doing this. They're operating at this level in their 20s. You're going to rule the world. Don't stop. If you're a 20-something-year-old, or if you're under the age of 30 at all, even your early 30s, and you're doing any of the shit that Steve and I are doing, now at 40 almost, you're 38 almost, yeah. You're so ahead of the game.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
You're so ahead of the game. If you implement 5% of what I'm doing in your 20s, you are going to be a rock star at 40. You're going to be so ahead of the game, you can do whatever you want. It's again, success is simple. It's hard, but it's simple.
What's a dream you gave up on?
Bodybuilding. I gave up on bodybuilding, and I could have done it. I know I could have done it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Regrets?
No, I don't have regrets. Ever. Because if I would have kept with bodybuilding, I wouldn't be where I am now. And I love where I am now. I look in the mirror every day and I'm like, fuck yeah. Some days I have an ink, could be better, could do more. But that's just my psychotic personal behavior. But when I look at, I gave up on my bodybuilding career. Could I have went all in on it? Sure. I got a very good piece of advice in my last bodybuilding competition. It was through Steve Weinberger, who's the head judge. You know Steve Weinberger?
Yeah.
Okay. So Steve Weinberger is the head judge of my last competition, which is cool. IFBB Caribbean Grand Prix. Steve Weinberger is the OG. He's the GOAT.
A little daunting there, yeah.
Yeah, right? So at the end of the competition, he came up to me and I had a conversation with him and he said, Tomo, you're going to get your pro card. He's like, this is the best you ever looked. It's like, fantastic. He said, you might get your pro card as a master, but you're getting it. He's like, 100%. And then he paused and I'm looking at him like, he's like, then you're never going to win another contest again. I'm like, I got so pissed internally, but I'm not going to outwardly say that to Steve Weinberger. And he said, he's like, after that, you're never going to win another contest again. And you could tell that I was unsure of what he was meaning. And he said, how's business? And he said, how's all this stuff going? How's family? How's this? And he's like, you hit a fantastic peak. He's like, you look like a true classic physique bodybuilder. He said, go and focus on your family and your business and your life. He said, this doesn't need more pursuit from you. You hit a pinnacle that you need to now move from. Best piece of advice ever that I got. Because he was right. So did I give up on it? Sure. I had dreams and aspirations of wanting to be Mr. Olympia and being on Olympia stage and all these things. And, that's great. Giving up on it or choosing a different path. And you can choose a different path. And you can always choose a different path. You can choose right now to change from Your life path is linear, but it's linear and it kind of spreads out. Okay?
It's chess.
It's chess. So I made a decision. Worked out for me. If I would have made the other decision, it still may have worked out for me. We don't know, but it also doesn't matter. So when you asked right away your follow-up question, is that a regret? I have no regrets. I love every single fucked up thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I love all of it. I love all the heartaches. I love the hardships. I love the breakups. I love all the negative shit that people hold on to. I love it all because I'm right here where I am and I know who I am and I know what I want and I know what I'm doing and I feel good about it and I feel like I have a sense of honor and a sense of purpose. Man, that's a good feeling. So 0 regrets at all, even on my most stupid fucking decisions.
But that's what separates you from a victim. You want to touch on that real quick, and then I have a really good one for you. What separates you and I, for that matter, from that victim mentality is not getting stuck in that mindset. One of the questions I had for you was, what's a weakness you've learned to weaponize? And I think I have partially the answer to that because we're able to, hey, don't get me wrong, post-breakup, whatever example you want to use, you're going to feel down on yourself. You're going to have that period of time.
You're supposed to.
I 100% agree.
And also 100% agree. Good.
Again,
do it.
There we go. But when you get to that point where you can get outside of that pity party, victim mentality, whatever the case may be, but that's also healthy at that point. You're not a victim yet. Once you learn to weaponize that, look the fuck out.
There was an old saying that said, breakups make bodybuilders. You ever hear that?
That's weird how in the last couple months I've gotten in really good shape, I guess.
Weird how that works. Breakups make bodybuilders. Yep. Hardship builds people or makes people crumble.
Yeah.
It's how energy, right? So energy is everywhere. Someone that I have connection with and people know his name, last name might be Tate. So he says all the time, energy cannot be transferred. It can only be directed. It doesn't dissipate, doesn't go anywhere. It's only directed. So no matter what, if you have a negative energy, if you have this negative energy of a breakup or of anything, you can either use that energy to be sad and self-loathing and drink a bunch of alcohol and woe is me and make a bunch of stupid decisions, or you can use that energy and you can transfer it to something positive and use that aggression and sadness and anger and anxiety and you can put it into good use. The gym is a great place. Business is another great place. Oh, I can't sleep. Why can't you sleep? Wow, my girl broke up with me. I just can't sleep. Good. That means you have more time in the day to do something really cool. Yeah. Go to the gym twice now and now work on a second business while you can't sleep. Instead of sitting there and drinking, wallowing yourself into pity and pain and all this BS, man. People need to get out of their own way. Everybody is in their own way when they're trying to just become better. And everybody, I don't care what you say, all of you are trying to become better, whether you realize it or not. You all want to become better. You just get in your own way. You just let the negativity of life get in your way and you become a victim and you don't transfer that energy into a positive action. You're in the best shape, you said, right now that you haven't in a while.
Great. Yeah. It's amazing what sometimes it takes for that to happen.
But you could have easily went different.
Absolutely. I removed myself from, it's been 4 or 5 months now, been on the road extensively. And I removed myself from a very average city with an average mentality, with an average population, where if you went outside of that box, you were looked at as different, not in a good way.
Interesting.
Small town mentality.
Got it.
Where generally speaking, the average tend to settle because it's easy. So don't think big. Don't network. Don't do any of those things. And it's funny, Tomo, because 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 6 months in the future, a year in the future, the same car will be parked in the same driveway with the same person wearing the same clothes, doing the exact same thing. Now, that's your life. That's fine. I'll sell your house all day long. But
you think anybody's actually happy in that life?
Wasn't for me.
It's a hard question. You think anybody's actually happy?
I don't know how to answer that because we don't think that way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. Like I don't understand. I don't understand the idea or the perspective of, yeah, everything's okay. And like, this is just life. And like, you know, I'm just going to go through the motions and like, I'll retire when I'm 55. And like, you know, kids are going to an average school. And like, yeah, my relationship with my wife is okay. What the fuck is wrong with you is what goes through my head. How do you, as far as I know, you have one of these lives. One. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. If I get another go at this, it's gonna be so sick.
Look out,
bro! So sick. I'm so excited. If I get another go at this, and I'm wrong that we only get one life, it's gonna be fun. Can't wait. Hope I remember all this other shit.
Yeah.
You know. But if this is truly only one life, how are you sitting there, still just okay with your mediocrity? People say a lot of times that there needs to be mediocre people, there needs to be normal people. Mediocrity, and again, success is different. Success to one person is not the same success as another person. Some people, success is just having enough money to provide for their family, have food, have a nice car and a house, and live their life. Some people's success is being off grid. Some people's success is having 26 Lamborghinis. I'm somewhere in between all those. You know what I'm saying? I'm somewhere between all of that. But the point is, if you are not striving for success, and if you are just, I'm going to say woefully, if you're just woefully okay with your mediocrity and you're not striving for more, do you even love yourself? Do you even love life? Do you even love your family? Like, do you even, what the hell are you doing with everything that you have been gifted? I wake up every single morning and I thank God every day in a gratitude practice that I woke up alive, the second I woke up 1 minute before my alarm went off this morning. 1 minute. My eyes opened and I'm like, man, what time is it? It's still a little dark, because I woke up early. I look at the clock. My alarm goes off in 1 minute. Shut my alarm off, hopped out of bed. And the first thing that I did is I did my gratitude practice and I was like, thank you, God, for waking me up. Thank you for all of these things. And I go through my gratitude practice. You're alive. If you have arms and legs, if you can breathe, if you can see, even if you can't, even if you don't have one of those, you're still alive. So many people didn't wake up today. So many people saw yesterday, didn't see today. You have another opportunity to do better. That right there. So if you're that mundane life, you have that mundane life. And listen, if that makes you happy, if that's what you're striving for, great.
Go for it.
I am super happy for you. But if you're just, it's okay, this is them, oh my God, just kill me now. It hurts me to even hear that people do that. And they don't do it willfully or they don't want to be there. They're just too lazy to do anything about it. That probably hurt your feelings. Good.
That's
good.
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 What are you going to do about it?
Yeah,
That's what we're here
good.
for. Weird.
Good. Get better. I hope it pissed you off enough to do something about it. I hope I just irked you so bad. Fuck you, Tomo. I hope you look at the camera like, fuck you, Tomo. I'm going to do better. Great. That's what my whole point was.
Oh, all my poor friends that are going to be listening to this. Bless them in advance. But no, it's time is finite from what we know.
From what we know. Yeah.
The unfortunate reality is there is grief and love you cannot have one without the other.
Nope.
You and I both know that our day is going to come to an end today. You get to go home to your beautiful daughter. Tomorrow I fly up to Toronto for some business and that plane could go down and that could be the end of it.
Yeah.
So you damn well better do your gratitude.
Yeah.
You damn well better tell those that you love them.
That's it.
And I mean, you never know when your last day is. Some folks, maybe if you're ill, you know that the clock is ticking.
The clock's always ticking.
And that's the thing. We could walk out of here and get hit by a bus.
Bro, it happens.
Every day. And you saw it a lot in your previous career.
Yeah. No, I had 12 years in law enforcement, man. I mean, I saw a lot of lives that ended. Young lives, old lives, middle-aged lives, people, and giving death notifications. I can't believe it. I know. I can't believe it.
But what a beautiful thing for you of all people to be able to knock on someone's door and give a death notification versus someone who may not deliver that news as eloquently as you. That's a gift, Tomo.
It doesn't matter. The news sucks regardless. It's going to hurt, right? But don't take the news of death. We're all going to die. I am going to die. Mm-hmm. He's going to die. Gary's going to die. We're all going to die. It's kind of like morose, right? I hate to be that plain about it, but you're alive right now. You're living. You have so much opportunity that all those people that are in the graveyard, if they can hear this, if they can see this, if they can see you, they wish they had one more day. They wish they had just one more day, maybe one more hour. Savor this. It doesn't last forever. And some of you act and behave like you get another go at this. And you don't, as far as we know. This is all going to end. And what you do today, tomorrow, for however many days that you are blessed to be here, that's what matters. How are you going to impact people? That's what matters. What are you going to do for your family? That's what matters. How successful are you going to be to bring success to the rest of the world? That's what matters. You're just too lazy to go through the pain and the hardship and the heartache and the negativity. You're too afraid to fall on your face because success takes failure. Failure breeds success. Yeah. Learn how to fail and fail forward, as you said earlier. And if you fail forward every single time and you keep getting up, you will live a fulfilled life.
That's my desire. If I am laying in, well, first of all, I hope I go out in a ball of fire.
Same.
Let's be real. Yeah, let's be real. I hope we'll go in a ball of fire. Yeah. If I don't, I would like to be laying in hospice with an ICU nurse in nothing but them holding my hand in complete peace with nobody around me. It's fine. I don't need that. I'm okay alone. I'm okay. That's fine. I'm also hoping that I'll outlive everyone else.
Yeah.
I'm selfish.
We're going to live to 150 at least. Yeah.
But I don't want to be X age and have to pick up the phone and say thank you or I love you or anything like that. If I'm not doing that now, that's on me. And that's a Steve problem.
I love that. That's a really good lesson for a lot of people to understand and learn.
Pick up the phone. Everybody right now, all the audience.
Pause it.
You hit pause on
it right
this,
after this.
And you text call.
Yeah, please don't text.
And that's the
just
thing. Call somebody on their birthday. Don't text. That's number one.
Yeah.
But call, tell those people you love them. For no other reason, pick up the phone. Hey, man, thinking about you. Just want to tell you I love you. That's it. You don't know when their last day is or your last day. Start with that. Just start there, which leaves me with one more piece for you. If every podcast, social media post, your future book that you'll write, because I'm sure there'll be a series.
In the process.
Yeah. If everything that you've ever put out there was erased today, give us your top 1, 2, 3 pieces of Tomo that you'd leave. What would you leave with us?
Everything's erased, and this is the only thing you're going to see ever.
This is it. You're going to see from here forward. Everything else is gone. Top 2 or 3 pieces.
So I'm going to tell everybody that gratitude and being grateful for everything in your life and your current situation is a hack. That's a hack. It's a hack because you get out of a victim mindset. You understand that even being alive is a gift and something to be grateful for. Gratitude, number one. That's the number one thing. If you're going to take anything from me, know that I learned that gratitude is the ultimate life hack and that without it, you're screwed. Because without it, I was screwed. Because I've been down deep, dark paths and I have been, under the gun, literally, not figuratively, literally. It's the only thing that keeps you going when everything else is just really screwed. Gratitude, number one. Number 2, learn how to love yourself. Learn how to love who you are. Not who you think others think you should be. Not who you think others would perceive you. Look in the mirror and love who you are because you are extremely unique. and you have an extremely unique set of gifts. I do care if you believe in God. I want you to believe in God, but I don't care what you believe right now. I hope you find God in the end. But right now, who you are is so monumentally unique. There is not a single other person that is you. You have something very unique to offer. Most of you are too scared to realize it. Most of you are too scared to realize your potential. Most of you don't even ask yourself, what am I good at? What am I good at? What do I like? Most of you are too concerned with what other people perceive of you. So number 2, love yourself. Figure out how to do it. Figure out who you are first, because you can't love yourself if you don't even know who you are. And the third bit of advice is just be absolutely fearless. Stop being afraid. Most of you live your life so afraid that you ruin all chance of success. You ruin everything that is right in front of you because you're too scared. Are you too scared to paint that painting and show it to the world? Are you too scared to go in front of a camera and talk to people and give your point of view? Are you too scared to say, I want to be a professional bodybuilder, I want to be Mr. Olympia? What are you scared of? You only have this one life. You only have this one go. You only have this one day. This day is gone after today. You never get this day back. What are you waiting for? This is not a trial run. This is not a test. This is your go. So stop being afraid. Learn how to be fearless with what you love, with what you want, with who you are, with what you want to pursue. Who gives a shit what anybody says? Who cares what anybody thinks? Do you. Be you. Love you. You're going to have a great life if you just follow that principle.
I love it. That's it. Also, that last piece I think should hit home for a lot of people. And that stems out of being around the right people in
100%.
the right environment. That I lost that.
We've
in
all-
the last 5 months. I wound up, I was, before we started, I went down to Montana to Flegner Phil, Daniel and Rob Bailey, had a car show. And I was treated by those folks with such dignity and respect that, Tomo, I was driving back home and I thought to myself, is that real? I legitimately lost sight of, geez, like, am I worthy of being treated with dignity? And that was a game-changing moment because I was so used to my value in previous life, i.e. even 5 months ago and before that, my value was tied to what I could do. So my perceived value from others was tied to what I could do or provide to them. And that was it. So you get that pair of scissors out and away you go and you rebuild. And like you say, good.
Oh,
On to the next.
you're going to be
Right?
so much better from this.
I already am.
You already are.
And it's a process. And again, you love and you have grief that's associated with it. And I think that's okay. But to your point, it's being around the right people,
Well, you
which will
weren't
help your gratitude as well.
you weren't afraid to go and step out of whatever box you were in.
Yeah.
And you went down there and you got around the right people, because most people don't want to even do that because it's scary and it's a little bit heavy on people. The not being afraid part is, again, those 3 hacks that I told they're easy conceptually, they're hard in practice,
Very.
and they're supposed to be, because to get out of your own way is the hardest thing, but it's literally a decision. The voice in your head is you. You control it. The thought in your head about yourself is you. You are thinking that. You are the person in control. Whatever your brain is telling you, just tell it to tell you something else. I know it sounds ridiculous. It's that simple.
It is.
Happiness is simple. Becoming happy has hard things to go through. But Without sadness, there's no happy. Without some rain, there's no sunshine. There's always the yin, the yang. You have to do these things. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid of failure. Stop being afraid of hardship. Stop being afraid of pain. Stop being afraid of heartbreak, sadness. Go through it. Through it. Go through it. Okay? Don't just sit in it. Get past that moment. You're going to kill it. You're doing it right now. You just did it.
Don't avoid it.
Brother.
Unreal.
This all stemmed from an Instagram post that I made that you asked some questions on, and you asked some great questions, and I hope that people get something from this. Yeah. We're going to have to run this again.
Oh, and that's the funny thing. What
There's
turns
no
into
way.
Winning this would quickly spiraled into something else.
Bro, we went into, we can probably talk for another 4 or 5 hours.
No, it'll be dangerous.
Well, we're going to tonight.
It's going to be dangerous.
We're going to have dinner.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, look out.
Yeah.
And off camera.
Yeah. So if you thought that on camera was wild, let's wait till we talk about it. Stuff off camera. Brother, thank you so much for coming.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah. I mean, we did this as kind of like a contest winner thing, and I was happy to do it. And I was happy to bring you down. And this made me realize how important it is to do these reach out things on social media. And I find a lot of social media to be very toxic. Yeah. But without that one post, for whatever reason that I posted it, you and I would not be sitting here right now.
Exactly.
So thank you for being here. Thank you for spending the time, because your time is valuable. And I appreciate you coming down, man.
Likewise. I appreciate it.
Cheers, brother. Thanks, Tom.